They struggle and they can't figure it out. It's not lack of intelligence, it is lack of experience and exposure. So I would say one of the things is the youth who are willing to, wanting to do something. I'm sure there are many of them. If some kind of selection can be made and they're exposed to enterprises in similar conditions.
I'm sure there are many budding entrepreneurs that are in this room. What's your advice to them to start new businesses, increase the levels of employment for the 50% unemployed youth that we have in our country, and grow our economy so that everybody can be more prosperous? 1% or not?
There are many things that need to be done, there's no one particular thing.
Yes.
But entrepreneurship is something that needs a certain psychological ecology of its own. You will see those youth who come from business families so effortlessly create businesses. Those who don't come from that ecosystem, they struggle and they can't figure it out. It's not lack of intelligence, it is lack of experience and exposure. So I would say one of the things is the youth who are willing to, wanting to do something. I'm sure there are many of them. If some kind of selection can be made and they're exposed to enterprises in similar conditions, let's say in rural India, how people… any number of enterprise. India is a land of enterprise because till 2000, only 3% of Indians were employed, 97% were self-employed. So whether he may be selling 5 kilograms of vegetable or fruit or maybe a very large billion-dollar business, it doesn't matter. Even he understands how to do business, where he has to position himself, what he has to say, what he should not say. These are simple things, but till you're in it, you don't learn. So, learning this experience, not necessarily from the public, but there are institutes and institutions in India which can teach entrepreneurship. We ourselves in Isha are starting a leadership academy in Bangalore city, where youth from these countries can come and get exposed to variety of enterprise. I mean, the incredible thing right now in India is, the variety of enterprise is unbelievable. When you go for so much enterprise, some of them will fail, so it needs a net to hold them so that they don't fall back onto the street or hang from a tree, which is unfortunately happening here and there. But it is time to do that because we have chosen market economy. There is no other way than to unbridled enterprise. Is it the best thing? I'm saying no. But right now, to get people out of their poverty situations, to make sure everybody eats. When I say everybody eats, in India it's very true, I'm sure here also to some extent, but wherever I go, in any country, first thing I see is what's the condition of the children. I find, to my joy, the condition of the South African children is way better than the conditions of the Indian children in rural India. It's a very good thing to see. At least they're better nourished for whatever reason. In India, this is true, that a child has to go to school and spend 8 hours there, but he has not eaten what he needs to eat to stay alert for these 8 hours and grasp whatever he's supposed to grasp. A farmer goes to his field and he's not eaten what he should eat to do that hard task of, farming. Or a pregnant woman has not eaten what she should eat to produce a lively, healthy child. These are terrible things. But these terrible things are happening because populations are large and we are not able to create a social net. So this is why this corporate social responsibility was brought in. But people find ways to use this money in so many different ways, that's another matter. But social net has to happen. But the danger of social nets is always about destroying the work culture and breeding lethargy. This is something the administrators have to carefully… I would say it needs a certain level of heartlessness where tough decisions have to be made. People are suffering, but still you make tough decisions so that long-term it works out well for you. That today you start doling out food to everybody, you will see, if you want to destroy a nation, you don't have to bomb it, you just destroy its work culture, it's finished.
The questioner ask for advice on starting new businesses and increasing employment in developing nations. Sadhguru explains that entrepreneurship requires a specific psychological environment, and those from business families find it easier to create businesses. Lack of experience and exposure, rather than intelligence, is a challenge for youth who don't come from a business ecosystem. Sadhguru suggests selecting and exposing motivated youth to entrepreneurs in similar conditions like rural India. India has a strong culture with majority of people being self-employed before 2000. Some big companies are so powerful that they can control small countries, but they only care about making money in the short term. That's not good enough. Think about farmer who plants a tree and has to wait many years before they can get some fruit. Some companies can make long-term investments too. If they invest in helping people by health and educated, in about 15 years, they will have a lot of talented people working for them. It's hard to find good workers and customers nowadays. We have to make sure everyone in the world has the chance to be successful. Otherwise, we won't be able to reach our full potential. In the past few years, Sadhguru has been to many meetings where important business people talk about money and how to be better than others. He noticed that a lot of them only care about what's happening right now and how to beat their competitions. But now, more and more business people are starting to realize that it's better to think about the future and include everyone. This also means taking care of the environment. The spiritual process helps people to make good decisions and not to get too excited or overwhelmed when they have a lot of money. This is important because when people are poor, they struggle a lot. But sometimes when they become rich, they start to have different problems. We want people to enjoy the economic growth in the country because many people have been struggling for a long time. A long time ago, many people from different countries wanted to go to India because it was the richest place in the world. They took big risks by sailing on ships to get here. I saw in the newspaper that our football team is ranked 115th in the world. This shows how healthy, focused, and organized our people are. Right now, India is using software and outsourcing to help its economic growth. But as the economy gets bigger, we might have not enough people to do all the work in our country. This is because many people in India don't have the education they need to do certain jobs. It's okay for the other countries to give us work because they have more money. But in India, many people don't even have enough food to eat. So it would be wrong to take work away from them. That's why people in rural areas need to learn English, because they might not know about the opportunities that are available to them. Big companies and important industries in our country can help make this happen easily. It's not just giving money for a good cause, it's a smart investment for the future. In the future, businesses will need talented and skilled people to help them grow. If we don't invest in the education and health of young people, it won't make sense for business to try and succeed. When we invest in education and health, it not only helps people become better workers, but it also creates more opportunities for businesses to sell their products. One thing we can do right now is to make sure that people in rural areas can learn English. This should have been done a long time ago, but it's never too late to start. We have shared Sadhguru's wisdom with you. I hope you have heard many significant information regarding this subject in the video. Write your valuable opinions about the video in the comment box, share it with your friends and family, and don't forget to subscribe our channel. Thanks for watching. Pranam.